Do it. You won't.
You're
Coward.
weak. You're spineless.
Hi, everyone.
Whoops.
Wait, are we on
My
air?
bad.
Hi, everyone.
My bad. My bad.
Welcome.
We were just bullying GT.
That's true.
You
It's
thought they
fine.
wouldn't.
It's
They did.
one of my many defining traits is that I'm very easy to bully. Welcome to the Entropy Emporium. I am JT. I am the proprietor here at this wonderful place where I table these wonderful people who are so kind and sweet and generous to be here. You are at the nexus of truly chaotic fun where adventurers roll dice and digital realms come to life, .hack style. Embrace the entropy of our community as we celebrate the unpredictability of tabletop stories in the dynamic world of video games starting next week. And let's just enjoy each other's company. We are still, as always, raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. As you can see, right up there in the doobly-doo. I will get the link in but a wee moment. You can also, if you would like, come join us on our community Discord. I will also be posting that link very shortly. But for now, I'm going to turn it over to our wonderful Game Master, Harp, to kick things off for us and get us back into this, because we have not been here for a hot second.
Yes, I plan on doing a little refresher. But I actually, before I do anything, I want to go around and reintroduce everybody to all our characters. So we're gonna, I'm saying it outright. I'm planning this out. We're gonna go Kit, JT, Logan, and then Kian. We're gonna do a little box, a little circle. So Kit, take us away.
Doing this square dance style, I see. Hi, guys. I'm Kit. You can find me most places on the internet at Kit Roll. Tonight, I will be, as I am here, Galahad, who's just a little guy who gets hired to fight people. Except for today, I'm hired to do a heist, reverse heist, unclear. Not quite sure why I'm here, but by God, we're gonna do the thing. Jeet.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, okay, sure.
I think so.
I'm G. You already know that. But in case you forgot, I am Jeet or JT. My pronouns are they them. Tonight, I will be playing orcaOS, sentient antiviral software of the net. Regular, normal, sane, perhaps the most normal person in the party at the moment. Arguably, given that Orca has no secrets to tell or keep. Harp. Line.
What?
Line.
Fine.
Who am I tossing it to? Line.
Oh, Logan, down.
Logan!
I thought I fixed this by saying it ahead of time, but I guess not.
No,
You're
I'm
so-
stupid. I'm a goddamn moron. Harp, okay?
No, don't let my harassment when we went live get to you. You're brilliant. Logan, take us away though.
Hi, everyone. My name is Logan. You can find me most places on the internet as Logan the GM. I am playing the wonderful hyena, which is a man with a hyena head. He isn't a hyena himself. He just has a hyena head. And I know why I'm here, and it's to cause mayhem and be a little, monster on the internet. Which I guess is kind of what I do daily anyway. But this time I get to do it in cyberspace. So yeah, I will, pop it over to Kian.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon. I thought that we were reading our sentences. Everybody else had such a snazzy intro. I am playing the doctor, who is an impulsive speaker who separates mind from body. I didn't prep an intro because everybody was doing so good that I figured I'd just follow the fucking assignment. Thanks, guys.
No worries. Thank you everybody for that. Just to refresh everybody, listeners and us alike, we are currently in the middle of a heist. This team was assembled to steal something out of the top most protected floor of EngineSoft Tower, one of the two largest tech conglomerates in the current net. It is a digital tower that's hundreds of stories tall in the air. And what they have done so far is assembled a spike out of things found within the tower so as not to be detected by their security software. They've assembled it, and they're going to try and use it as a transmitter to get back up into the top floors, the executive suite of the building. But in order for that to happen, Galahad, who is currently in the executive suite with the CEO of EngineSoft, has to plant it unnoticed. Galahad, you have seen Inessa Hartfield a couple times. You are a big enough name, and they do enough business with arena fights that that you have been acquainted with her more than a couple of times. Still, she is somebody incredibly busy, and while is generally pleasant and appreciative of you, it seems, does not ever stick around for long. As she stands in front of you on the elevator, hi, I thought William's time would be better spent fixing whatever security issue you had. So I can talk to you right now, and William will be working the entire time to resolve your issues. So please bear with us.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Sort of like, I think it instinctually goes for the handshake. It's like fully was not expecting this whatsoever. I mean, I don't know how much you've been informed of yet. Just sort of starts doing like the walking and talking wherever towards the offices
Absolutely.
or whatever.
Yes, she would lead you past a bunch of ornate looking offices. Nobody up here is with a little cubicle or anything. It is a hallway of well-decorated, prestigious offices. And along the way, you see a bunch of rooms that are currently empty, which perhaps may be useful to you at some point. But the one at the very end, at the head of the hallway that can see down it and into everywhere else, is where she leads you. You've been in this office once before, when you were signing your contract. Your first contract to be sponsored by EngineSoft.
Right.
Please have a seat.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll sort of do. I imagine the PA is still following, if I recall correctly.
And I think, thank you for pointing that out. I think Ms. Hartfield would motion to Anna to give you guys some space.
Oh. Interesting. Bold tactic. I think that sort of throws Galahad for a loop for a second, but you know, it does its best not to miss a beat. Absolutely, step into this office, take a seat. I'm not sure how much you've already been made aware of, and honestly, I'm not sure how much more information I can necessarily give on the subject. But the fight last night, security is meant to be fairly tight backstage with those things, you know, especially the big fights towards the end of the season. Some unspecified PA that I've never seen in my life was just back there masquerading around. There were a number of folks that I was a little bit shocked were had made it as far back as they had, but like, I'm talking alone in a conference room, made it far enough back. Was there an issue with security last night, Ms. Hartfield?
As far as I'm concerned, there were no breaches. Were you able to see their pass? Was it one that they somehow acquired from your team, or was it from official EngineSoft sources?
As far as I was aware, they didn't have one. No paperwork to speak
of. Types something out at her desk. I am so sorry to hear this. I think there has been some deficiencies, just generally, in our security. How would you solve this? And as she says that, we are going to cut back to the three of you who are currently in the lobby of Enginesoft Tower. There was a kind of giant scene that you had just orchestrated in order to get your computer chip and get Galahad upstairs relatively unnoticed or unharried. And you all get a message in your head from Ember. All right, good shit. Seems like he's upstairs, guys. Start trying to filter out one by one. Don't go all together. Do your best.
Are we trying to get? Are we waiting for Galahad? At this point, we just need to wait for Galahad.
It seems like that is the plan, but they want you outside while he is finishing the job in the building.
Okay, because I was just gonna like hide somewhere until like the lights go out or something, like a weirdo. I guess Hyena will just kind of shrug his shoulders, just like, well, I'll see you guys on the flip side, and just kind of starts cackling to himself as he walks out.
We'll turn to the doctor after Hyena walks away. What about that exchange was humorous?
I think it's just kind of what Hyena does. Just kind of like a little flavor, after he talks. You should try it. You should try laughing after you talk. Just whenever it feels appropriate to you. You should try it out.
I have taken your personality note into consideration. You should go next. I'm going to get a pretzel on my way out.
You enjoy that.
I can't.
Why are you going to get one?
Data collection.
Okay. The first 4 floors of this is shopping, Harp, is that correct?
Correct.
We're on floor 1 or 2? I can't remember.
The scene was caused on floor 2.
Okay. What time is it?
It is, you guys started this early in the morning. It is late morning now, around 11:30, I believe.
Okay. I want to go up to floor 3. I know they told us to go outside, but I don't feel like doing that yet. So I'm gonna wander up to floor 3, and I'll just wave at. In my head, it's still escalators. I don't know if that's what we're using in this internet world, but if it is, I'll just wave at Orca as I am heading upstairs.
I must know a different exit.
And what are you doing upstairs?
I would like to. Can I find like a coffee shop or something? The equivalent?
Sure.
I would like to look at some of those documents from Illumina that I grabbed whenever I was rifling around.
Okay. Remind me if I'm wrong. These are the emails that you picked up. Yes. Okay. You're just going to read them, try and surmise what they're about, or are you going to try and make copies of them?
I just want to read them.
Okay. Gotcha. So these are from, most of them are from an individual named Flavia Harrisburg, who is one of the, well, if you want to roll an intelligence, or intellect roll for me, this is going to be difficulty. I'll say 4. I'll say 4. This person isn't the most well-known individual.
Okay. So that's what, a 12 that I have to roll on the dice?
Yes.
We'll just do it straight. That was a 9.
Damn. So you don't know who this person is going into the documents, but you can figure out a couple things. One, she is from Hyunicore, which is notably rival company of Enginesoft, as well as where Inessa Hartfield left from to form Enginesoft initially. 2, she is a prolific researcher. Seems to be very well respected. The email signatures have enough accolades to be highlights on somebody's resume for sure. And 3, she is leaking an insane amount of internal data from Hyunicore. 2, these emails are directed at different addresses. Pretty much every single one of them different, but somehow they have all made their way into Illumina Consulting Company's hands.
And these are they all one-sided?
Yes.
Like I only have her version of the emails. I don't see any responses.
Yes, they are. They're just her typing. And generally, there's only one message per chain. You don't see any correspondence whatsoever.
Okay. And is this like code? Is this information on the people? Is this like floor plans? Like, what is she? Can I tell what she's sharing, or does it just seem to like kind of be encrypted and stuff?
So a fair amount of it is encrypted. If we could get one more intelligence roll, I'm going to say this is another 4. This is pretty difficult, but definitely for somebody like you, not impossible.
Okay, so if I have 1 edge and I want to spend 1 from my pool, no, 2, I have to spend 2 from my pool to decrease it by 1, because typically I would spend 3.
Yes.
But the edge 6 down. Okay, I'm gonna spend 1 from my pool to do it. So it brings me down to 5. Damn it, I didn't need it that time. That's an 18.
Okay. One of the big things is a couple of emails that seem to be regarding an AI research proposal. AI is nothing new in this age of the internet. A lot of kind of upkeep jobs are handled by AI. Just going about their day. They don't really have like speech capabilities. But they go around. But this seems to be different. This seems to be posed as a solution to something. And while digging through, you have this kind of realization that they are using a lot of coded words to talk about something after spending some time. They're talking about Andromeda's gaze, which is the phenomenon of people slipping into comas while in the net. Notably, this is her research proposal that she is leaking. This is not like she's leaking something from somebody else at the company. This is something she says that she is doing herself that is also sent to Illumina for whatever reason. But it says the AI is promising, though incredibly flawed.
Okay. I would like to save copies of these just to have on hand. And I will sip my coffee and enjoy my time, and then eventually, when I am inclined, I will leave.
Okay. You can make copies without any issue. You can tell these are internal documents that nobody really cares to protect because they didn't anticipate anybody seeing them except people deep within the organization.
Perfect. That's
So they are
exactly
truly
the kind of
unprotected.
shit that I want.
Yeah. As you all filter out, Hyena, you are the first person to get into this car that is much larger on the inside than it is on the outside. Ember and Nova, Ember and Casanova, greet you. Okay, it went well. It went well. The others should be getting here soon. We are listening in on Galahad right now, and you can see Galahad explaining what happened in the security breach. That conversation that Kian and her just had. Orca, you arrive a small amount of time after, not by much. They give you the same spiel, and like this is all very hush hush. Like they are listening. They're like, "Hey, what's up?" And then looking back at the screen. It is a while until the doctor joins up with you, but eventually you're all there. And Inessa Hartfield asks him this question: how would you solve it? And you would know that this is somebody who is not looking necessarily for the solution, but rather trying to gauge somebody and their reaction. Galahad, what do you do?
What I do?
I just know that, you know, in our time together, especially in those early years, you did a lot of, you know, your own security work during the less official days of arena fighting. You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, largely consisting of me kicking folks out that needed to be kicked out. I don't know that that's necessarily the most effective here. I don't know that that's the image that EngineSoft wants.
As much as true. Sorry, I just wanted to pick your brain, I guess.
Yeah, no, I appreciate the, you know, appreciate being involved. I just don't know that I'm the best guy for the job. And that's
No, not at
so
all.
we've
I
got
don't,
all of-
and I really don't want to. You are doing more than enough for our organization. We are so happy to have you as a competitor for us. You are doing wonderful things in the game. I mean, listen, the sport genuinely being held down by somebody like you that fights so honestly really is incredibly, it's uplifting to see, and it is great for our image, to be candid with you.
You're too kind. I mean, y'all are great for my ability to keep fighting. So, you know, the appreciation is mutual, for sure.
Yes, of course. Okay. She gets a notification on her screen that you can see out of the corner of your eye. All right, let's try running this. Clicks on something. In the car. Ember. Shit. We lost our connection.
What do you mean we lost our connection? What did they do?
I don't know. There's some sort of firewall. Morrigan and starts like calling people and barking at people to help. Vanessa Hartfield continues. Okay, so what I just did is we should be detecting every foreign material here. So something that we've dealt with a lot is a lot of people trying to put down some sort of like, I don't know, William could explain it better to you than I could, of course. But like a transport point, trying to locate it somewhere. It seems to be all the rage these days, but it's pretty easily busted by just detecting any
Huh.
foreign substance. So, looks clicking around the computer. I mean, looks like everything's good up here at least. But do you think this would be helpful for? Because I don't know how else they would get past security other than bypassing it entirely. Does this make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I guess in theory, I don't know that I have all the upper level stuff to write any of this, but I think that makes sense.
Well, right now, just to be certain, we are blocking all communication frequencies,
Do you think they're in here
or
now?
out. No, this is just a test that that we're running. It would.
Mhm.
A lot of the shops downstairs are probably quite mad at us right now. But it's just a test measure to be considered. It looks at like her thoughts kind of trail off as she is clicking around on her computer. Inside the car, it is currently a state of panic.
What's going on? What's happening? Why can't we talk? Is Galahad dead? Or is anyone dead? Is everyone dead? What's happening?
I don't know. And you get a screen in the back of your car. It's Morrigan typing frantically at a computer. The firewalls, they all just changed. They're not letting anything through.
Okay. Is it Plan B?
Plan B. Yeah. Okay. Plan B. Do you see people going in and out of the building right now? And you look over to the exterior of Enginesoft Tower, and people are walking in and out just fine.
Okay, team. What you guys are experts. What do we do?
Yeah. Nova is looking kind of around at things. Okay. So if they are upping security measures, we have to types in a couple things. They're sending a security team. Does a couple more inputs. They're gonna scan the entire building. This is bad.
Why?
We need to start writing down things frantically for a second, if any of you have anything to say.
Did we not plan for this contingency? Scanning the building was the whole point of gathering the equipment we gathered.
No. They do routine scans detecting foreign objects. Every night. That's the routine scans. This scan is comprehensive, essentially a reset. Anything that's out of reset range is going to be, I don't know, deleted, moved back. Either way, it fucks our plan.
You're saying they'll reset our spike?
Unless if they're early on into the sweep and they find something that's causing a security breach, maybe they'll call it off because it's expensive to do this. It's really expensive to reset everything. So if we can plant a dummy, if we can plant a red herring in there,
What about
maybe.
me?
What do you mean, what about you?
I am, for all intents and purposes, a foreign entity.
You are code structured. It's not a bad idea.
You could send the other two in as lookouts, just in case. They look like regular shoppers.
So our plan is to present you as foreign code that is being used as an access point right now?
I mean, I am actively communicating with many parts of the net. I could open that up a bit
It's true.
outside of my personage.
This sounds reasonable, but what happens when they realize it's you?
I'm just a simple software. What are they going to do?
You're a piece of foreign tech in their building, and they're doing a security sweep.
In the public access of their building, where they're doing a security sweep that is out of the ordinary.
Okay. If you're okay with risking it, I'm fine with that. I am a bit worried about Galahad, though.
Perhaps being inside the building will reconnect us to our mental link.
Maybe.
I mean, it sounds like the only plan we have.
We are the ground team, so... Cassie, Nova, anything, word
Nova,
of
please.
advice for us? Yeah, yes. Any word of advice?
Yeah, I'm. If we're doing this this way, we need to redo our communications with Orca, because if they get a hold of Orca and track the communication, then it tracks back to all of us. And that is obviously not ideal. But if we just do a soft reset on the communication, we can have a scapegoat that is communicating with Orca. Can we... Looks at the two of you, Hyena and Doctor. How easy would it be to make a random person the scapegoat? Get their data, get into their avatar data, establish a connection.
I think that's pretty easy for us.
All right.
Why is that funny?
Well,
Let's go make a new friend.
grabs her headset. Morgan, we're gonna need a soft reset on Orca data, and we're gonna introduce a new friend into our system. Galahad. Ember was beginning to say something to you before he was instantly cut off. You can probably surmise that you do not have a connection to any of your
Oh yeah.
compatriots at this point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Listen, we are really committed to keeping you. We'll do whatever is necessary. We're sending a security team to sweep the place for any, foreign access points. It should be kind of routine, but we'll do things as extreme as they are. As you know, all the arenas have a lot of points of access within our building, so we don't want our building to be the security flaw. I can't emphasize enough how badly losing Galahad would hurt us.
I mean, I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know that this is that's something that you'd have to worry about. My concern is somebody else, getting where they shouldn't be. And I do appreciate how seriously y'all are taking this. Does a good bit to make a guy feel a little bit safer, given the everything about the last fight.
The real problem and gets cut off as there is a little knock behind you. Come in, and you open the door. and somebody opens the door, and William, the chief security engineer, is standing in the doorway. Scan run okay? And Inessa gives him the thumbs up. I actually, I need to run one or two things by you, real quick. Is that all right?
Do you need me to
uh,
step out or?
No, please. Just if waiting is all right with you, I can postpone this. I'm sure.
Do what you need to do.
Okay. Thank you. It'll be quick. I'm sure. Really. As Inessa walks out of the building, William turns around and gives you a look that you can't make out what it means, and closes the door.
So I am alone in Inessa Hartfield's office.
You are alone in Inessa Hartfield's office.
Excellent. Wonderful. I'm assuming there's cameras everywhere because this is Inessa goddamn Hartfield.
There are cameras. There are 2 cameras.
Have we established how big this thing is that I'm supposed to be hiding? I imagine we fit it in like a hoodie pocket at least, but like
It is. I believe we said it's about the size of a Pringles can last time.
Okay. Interesting.
Have your bag with you, and as William opened and closed the door, you did see Anna outside the office, just waiting.
Okay. Interesting. Cool. How subtle can I be? I think I want to try to see, because they've cut off essentially the connection between the tower and anything outside of the tower, yes? But they've not cut off the connection between me and the tower.
Correct. You still have everything that you had in the first place. You don't know every single in and out of this transportation tech, but from what you can surmise, if this kind of firewall goes away, you should be able to connect back to it. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, and better to set it up and it be busted than to not set it up and it would have worked. So I think the goal is to try to like look like I'm sort of just like, pissing around, doing whatever, waiting for them to get done. I am trying to hack into those cameras and make it look like something in that firewall that they bolstered is fucking with the camera's ability to transmit. I want to see how badly I can mess up these cameras just for a second so that I can set this thing down off of my person. I wasn't intending to put it in Nessa's office, but, I'm not going to look to a gift horse in the mouth, I guess.
I'm trying to decide what difficulty this is, because this can't be an easy roll.
No, but I am very good at hacking.
This is true.
That is
true. And that should be
thing.
reflected in your
I'm
stats.
Trying to see if I have anything else that would be useful here.
I think I'm going to put this at a difficulty 6.
Okay.
It's doable.
I have the Hack the Impossible move that I am rereading, and I think this might work because it does say I can make automatas, machines, and computers do my bidding.
This is true.
Briefly turn off a machine such as a security camera. It's in the notes.
It's
Excellent.
in the moves. It's in the moves.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
It's in the moves. Yeah. It's an action. It costs me points. I'm gonna spend points.
If you have a thing that explicitly says you can do this, then you can absolutely.
I do. I was like, I thought I had one, but I couldn't figure out where it was. This is it. I will spend those points though, because I'm quickly whittling down those points, but this is fine. Yeah, I think I don't want a big interruption. I don't want anything fancy. I just want it to look like, I don't know, maybe too much power is coming off of this firewall. It's fucking with the stuff that's really close to it. Or just the ability for the cameras to transmit something to, I don't know, whatever output they're looking at.
Sure.
Is there like a plant? Is there like a decorative plant in here? Somewhere goofy that I can put this?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll for sure
there's
give you
like-
a decorative
There's
plant.
like a digital ficus in the corner.
Yeah, it's golden.
Plastic.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like an iridescent, you know. It's made of data. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just stick it in the digital pot.
Yeah.
Loosely
As
covered.
this firewall was being reset, you have a surprising amount of things that can read data on your person for somebody whose entire living is fighting in an arena.
Yeah, it's a hobby.
But yeah, you notice in that moment, they didn't just put up the firewall; they reset their entire security system, which gave out a small signal that you could hijack.
Absolutely.
So the spike is planted, and importantly, it is cloaked. The moment you put it down, it shimmers for a second and turns invisible, just like you planned. You can still feel it, you can still touch it, but
Okay. All right.
you gotta hope that won't happen.
I have to imagine that nobody waters the digital ficus. Like I have to pray that that's the case. I think we'll be safe. But I don't. Maybe Inessa's a plant mom, and that's like her whole vibe, and she just needs that in her life. I don't know, but fingers crossed. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna hang out. I'm playing on my. I don't know. It's like a Game Boy.
It's just an original Game Boy. It's really retro at this point.
It's an SP. It's one of the flip Game Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't need it. Like I can play games in my HUD. I like the buttons.
As you see the brief whir of the spike come online, and then lose every note of traceability, we're going to go back to the car, which is a much more hectic scenario. All right, so any of these people walking by, the dumber the better, right? The dumber, the more innocent, the better. That way it gets Orca out. It's a glitch in their programming, right?
Okay.
So in order to establish the link, we're going to need data on them. Points at Hyena. Should be easy. We're going to need a breakthrough in their avatar software. Points at Doctor. Should be easy. We're going to need them to stand almost completely still for 15 to 30 seconds. Can you do that?
Most certainly.
Oh boy, we're gonna go grab someone and we're gonna steal all their data.
And
All
maybe,
right.
maybe not with violence, Orca.
What about my
do
personality
violence.
would indicate to you that I would use or exercise violence on a person?
I just feel like it needs to be said. We don't need to cause a scene.
If you want to, Orca, you can totally use violence. That's valid.
Violence is unbecoming of a gentleman.
Yeah, but like you're still figuring this out. You don't know if you're a gentleman yet.
Or a gentlewoman.
Okay, fine. That's not what I was going for, but I get it. Okay, fine. Mickey and a scumbag yet. Okay, let's go find some sucker.
All right. It is prime time of day. There's a lot of people walking in and out of the mall area of Enginesoft Tower. It's not too hard to find anybody. Is there anybody in particular that you're looking for, like the type of person?
Is there anyone whose ass I've kicked before?
Can you just roll a d20 for a luck check? This isn't in the game, but
It's an 11.
11? There is not somebody whose ass you've kicked before, but there is somebody who saw you and looked really, really scared while you've been kicking somebody's ass. Your pretty perfect memory being software point this in trouble.
How about we tie up a loose end while we're at it? An orca
Okay.
will tap their cane twice and make their way over to that person and just sort of stop them. Hello.
You get to them maybe 20 feet away from the entrance to Enginesoft Tower. What's up?
Greetings. My name is Orca,
Yo.
and I was hoping if I could stop you for a random survey.
Look, I kind of have to be going. I was gonna meet somebody in there if I can, and kind of tries to shimmy his way around you.
Orca will just step in front, uncomfortably close for a person. Not so much for Orca, for her. This will only take
Okay.
15 to 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah, okay. Hyena and Doctor, what are you doing during this time?
Laughing. Okay, for real. We should probably do something.
Yeah.
Orca's got that at least. Okay.
I'm impressed.
And I'm going to try and pull up like rudimentary public data, and then from there, very quickly go like, okay, let's go here. He was here. He was here. He was here. Get the IP, get address, get enough that I can copy, fool someone into thinking this is we have this person under like control or whatever, under our thumb, so to speak. And I just do it in the open because I'm a hyena man. No one knows what I'm thinking behind these weird eyes, these glass eyes of whatever madness.
Yeah, this is so your thing. Like, for anybody else, this would be a role, but like, this is just your shit 100%, and like, you don't even have to expend effort. You do this for like hours upon hours every single day.
Yeah, this is like a normie. If this was someone of significance, I don't know, maybe I'd have to spend some points, but nah, this is just whatever.
Yeah, you see his job, you see everything. Doctor, your job is a little bit more difficult. For you at least, you have to establish a vulnerability into their avatar software, which is what you do every time you conduct business, surely.
Absolutely. I've spent so much of my intellect.
I don't think it's going to be that hard a role if you don't care about being noticed doing it. By this person, at least.
No, that's fine. That's fine. If I don't care
Okay.
about no, I have a plan now.
Okay.
You said that, and I have a plan.
Okay. I think that just doing this quickly enough. Why don't you roll a d20? This is a very low difficulty check. Like, this is a difficulty 2 check, and if you fail, you're not gonna fail. It'll just take longer.
Okay. That's a 17.
Yeah, no problem. How does this look? As you establish a vulnerability in this person's avatar.
I'm the doctor's sometimes I'm a little flashy. And so I think that while Orca is kind of squared up with this person, I kind of go over and just like throw my arm casually around this person as though we're old buddies. And I think it's a point of contact situation because typically when somebody is giving me a bad emotion, I can like they start to kind of like panic, and it's just the human thing, even if we're in a virtual setting, to reach out and like hold their hand or do something to calm them. And so it's a point of contact where as I touch them, that's where I'm able to embed it into the code. Does it look like they are like going to freak out?
You know what? This is the role. This is I think I'll make this an intellectual. It's not that difficult, and if you fail it, we'll see what the consequences will be. But yeah, I think this is another difficulty 2 roll. I think you can play this off
Okay.
without too much.
That's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, they definitely look unsettled, but not like they're going to freak out. They're just like, hey, what's up, man? Do I actually, we should be going. I don't know if I can do the survey. I know him.
Has it been
Looks at
enough
you,
time or
Orca.
not yet? Okay.
Do you know what it means to deserve something?
Oh no.
As this happens, you hear a voice in your ear. Got it. We've established a connection. Just keep him still there. Maybe 10 more seconds.
Please answer the survey question.
Deserve something. Yes.
Follow-up question. Do you understand the definition of the word witness?
Wait, yeah. What kind of survey is this, man?
Haha! Don't worry about it. This is a user satisfaction survey.
Are you guys looks between both of you? Are you guys in on you can have whatever. I don't have very much on me.
We don't want your belongings.
What do you want?
Luckily
I want
enough.
you to be sorry.
Oh, for what?
Would you say you're properly scared?
Yeah.
Outstanding. Thank you for participating in a fear report.
Is that it? Can I go?
I think it's been about 30
as you get a voice in your ear. We got it. You're good.
You are free to go. Enjoy your shopping at EngineSoft Shopping Center.
Thanks.
I pull out a business card and hand it to him. If you want to forget about that, just come and see me. I can take care of that for you.
Doesn't say anything, just maybe has a good 5 to 6 seconds of looking between you and the card, and wordlessly walks into EngineSoft Tower.
Damn, that was cold, guys. Good work, but holy shit.
I know I said no violence, but whatever that was, maybe not that either next time. You're drumming up business for me, great, but...
Do you take issue with the survey I enacted?
You told a man, are you scared right now? This is very much mob tactics.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Let me put it this way. In my line of work, fear puts things to bed the best.
Oh, okay, I get it. You're just fucking Batman. Okay, that's what it is. You're just Batman. Okay.
I don't know what Batman is.
You have access to the internet, Orca. You know who Batman is? I don't know if you've access.
Batman's this really fucking old film. If you search on the internet right now in your mind, Orca, Batman's this really fucking old film that real old heads just kind of think about, talk about.
I'm sorry, and this is Kian, an old head?
Yeah, it's exclusively referenced in superhero circles now.
I try to avoid cinephile groups.
Oh, okay. You know what? That's a boundary you have set, and I'm gonna respect it. I think what we got what we needed. Do we need to go and save Galahad's ass at this point? I think we got what we got here. So,
Yes.
I in your ear. I don't even know how we'd save Galahad if he's in trouble. If I'm being honest, we can't get up there. If somebody has to let us in, so I think we just gotta hope.
I, for one, trust him.
Yeah, well, let's hope that's the case. As Galahad, you are playing on your Game Boy.
I am.
Uh,
Yeah.
Inessa Hartfield, you hear the door handle click.
I put the Game Boy away. I can be respectful.
Hi, so sorry for that.
No, yeah, it's good. Everything okay?
Yeah, there's just nothing to worry about per se, but just perhaps one or two more deficiencies. They shouldn't be able to be exploited by any amateur or. Did this person do anything when
No,
they?
they just wanted to talk. I think they wanted an autograph and then got scared, honestly.
Fans
They
can
didn't.
be weird.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just concerned that the next time it's gonna be a weirder one. In like not a great way. I just want to make sure that we're all set for the events tonight.
Yep, the fight tonight. Everything should be on the up and up for tonight. New measures can take place. If you are feeling uncomfortable after last night, obviously, big fight tonight. Ratings would drop a fair amount, but we could spin something if you want to be 100% sure.
Want to be a what do you mean if I want
I-
to be sure?
Just
Like to
this
not
is a new system.
fight?
Yeah, we could postpone it by a day
I want to push the fight.
if you knew that.
Is
I
this-
don't want to. I am saying if your concerns about security are significant enough that you would rather push back the fight by a day than fight with a new security system, we can find
is-
a way to make that happen.
This is immediate alarm bells. These fools do not push fights. And I don't think that's too, out of pocket for like to be fully telegraphed on his face. Like the fact that she has suggested this and he has not had to push for it, he's like sitting up straighter and like a little bit squinty. Like, ma'am, if you found something concerning, you can tell me.
Of course. And again, nothing concerning, just a new security software. No, we don't have to push back the fight at all. It was just a suggestion to make you feel more at ease. Again, if you
I
want more
appreciate it.
enhanced security throughout your day-to-day, we could absolutely allow access to the new facility, a private gym, perhaps, for our fighters. Most of our fighters have preferred to stay with their old training places, but we could invite trusted members as well, if that is something that interests you.
I mean, listen, as concerning as it is, I don't want to rock the boat if it's just, a one-off thing that we can fix. I just come here to fight and do my thing and be a normal guy. I don't know that I need a full security team all of the time, all of that. If things keep happening, that's where my concern lies.
And we assure you that this will not be a repeat circumstance. On the topic of gyms and training, we've been hearing some rumors. Sorry, this isn't anything. This is more lighthearted conversation. We've been hearing some rumors about an up and coming fighter that we think you might know.
Yeah? Who you got your eye on?
Well, I don't. Listen. I know after what happened to you, after your struggles with Andromeda's gaze, of course, we don't like to say that necessarily. We know after all that your sister has been a bit hesitant to appear online. However, we have many people from your gym and not from your gym. She's an incredibly private person, but it seems to me that she is spectacularly talented. There could be quite the story, or, quite the press coverage of a sibling duo on sponsored by the same team. Of course, if she's not comfortable with this, please don't pressure her. But just this whole conversation has been presented in like a whole what if scenario. This sentence is delivered very pointedly. If she ever feels like fighting, she has a home at Engine Soft. And that's where we're going to take our break. Everybody, we'll be back in, some amount of minutes, a normal amount of minutes. We'll be
10 to
back
15,
in 10 to 15.
give or take a ham sandwich.
Okay, don't go anywhere. We'll find out whatever that means soon. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Gee,
Everybody get
thanks.
some water, stretch your legs, use the bathroom, whatever you gotta do. We will be back shortly. Hello, welcome back to Project Reach Extraction. We left on a pretty intense standoff, I think. Something that could potentially go way south for us. But I will kick it to Harp to let us know how that resolves.
Yeah. Well, actually, you three downstairs. Sorry, I just had to speak Kit's reaction to that.
You're a lying
You
liar
get-
who lies.
Those of you who are out of the loop, which is everywhere, that's not us. The last thing I said during break, Kit was like, "What do you mean, my sister?" I'm like, first thing in character when we go live. But I enjoy lying. So
Get in the
you three
comments.
down there, you three down there, hear something in your ear. All right, security team's moving. Can we get Orca in there?
Let's go.
Time for that pretzel.
All right. Yep. Move out. We will do our best to retrieve you when that starts. But once you, starting whenever I push this button, you are no longer going to hear me or us, and you will instead be able to communicate with that guy.
Outstanding news.
All right. Yeah. You two just try not to be seen with Orca too much. Keep an eye on it if you can. But whatever happens, happens. As you hear a crackle of a disconnect. Orca, you no longer hear this. The two of them. All right, it's done. Hopefully that does it. Hopefully that seals it. Oh my god. And his voice cuts off as he stops transmitting to you and instead is talking to whoever is beside him.
For the record,
Okay.
I have a method of escape should I be captured, so do not worry about me.
Oh, okay.
All right then.
Good to know. Let's go and at least scout out the area. Doctor, you go your way. I'll go mine. And Orca, I don't know, maybe stick close to that guy, freak him out with their brain stuff. It'd be kind of fun.
I intend to.
Okay.
And they will tap her cane twice and walk in.
See, I told you that's not necessarily like gentleman or gentle lady behavior, though. Like enthusiasm to do it, but you know what? It could, I guess. I've seen weirder stuff.
I mean, it kind of works for them, you know? Like,
Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go check out probably close to the elevators, just so if someone pops out, we can maybe get out and go. So.
You guys all make your way into the place. You are Hyena staying in the elevator area to presumably keep an eye out for Galahad. Is there anything actively you guys are doing? It is a little bit of a waiting game until the security team gets there and hopefully finds Orca.
Orca is sending this guy so many different mental messages.
The first time you do this, whoever is keeping an eye on this guy can see him just. And he is there with somebody. And you can't hear what he says, but he's just. And looks truly distressed.
I want to, before we go, like, anything moves too fast, is there anyone in the shopping center that, like, obvious security, like, I'm guessing since we're in a digital world, they can hide their weapons, but, like, I guess, I'm assuming there's some kind of uniform, right?
Yeah. They're very clearly labeled. There's mall cops.
Okay, but is there someone, like, above a mall cop? Like, I don't know, a mall cop general or something?
I don't think they'd be out and about. You would know that the security team that's coming is like a specialist team. That is like like they're more like security engineers than like a cop team. You know?
Nerds. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say that fully being a guy who works in IT for a living and playing a character that for a living. So yeah.
But is there anything you're looking to do with these mall cops?
You know, can I just be a little mischievous here? Is there anything I can do, like I pick one random one out and learn like his browsing history to maybe have something to manipulate him with?
Yeah, you can for sure do that.
Okay. I want to find like the most like bored looking one, the one that doesn't like really care about their job, but like, hey, it's a cushy job where they just stand in their avatar all day and yell at kids to get off the digital fountain, type of thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah,
okay, let's map out what this guy's doing.
Again, a lot of these things feel like they should be rules, but like your character does it so easily and frequently that I don't think that this is a difficult task for you. What are you trying to do with this guy's browsing history?
So I want to see, like, plain and simple, what he's got going on, like, the last week, because, past that, I don't need to know his life. I just need to know, like, is there anything that, like, obvious blackmail, that type of thing there. Look, I'm not a good person, and I can be an okay person, but I'm not a good person, and I'm looking for things that I can blackmail him with. I'm also looking to see if he's maybe searched something like celebrity wise while here, to see if there's anyone famous in the area that he like, oh, is that such and such? And like, I mean, it's like when you see someone online and like, oh, what are they up to, type of thing.
Yeah, this guy is a huge Galahad fan.
Okay.
This guy fucking loves arena fights. And he was posting on a bunch of forums during the Galahad versus Max Mogul fight that took place last night. Just really, like, you know how like NFL Twitter gets?
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
that, like that genre of posting. Just like absolutely like Max Mogul needs to fucking retire already. Like he's washed. It's been washed for like 2 seasons. He, scammed his way to the top. Like this is not like how you should be fighting.
Okay.
Uh,
So I'm going to take that mental note, keep track of him, and yeah, I'm gonna hold that off. I'll tell you, GM, like what I'm planning on using with that is, if things get a little hairy, I'm gonna like try and sneak up to this guy and let him know that Galahad is in the building, and that he's like scouting for like people to go on his press tour, and like really wants like fans. He really wants fans to come because he feels like he's lost touch. And I'm saying this to you now, saying it might not happen. This might be a completely unnecessary thing, but when the moment comes, we know what the plan is.
that fucking rules. Oh, now I hope things go poorly for you guys. Damn.
Oh no.
No. Is there anything the doctor's doing, or as Orca harasses this guy and Logan dives into a fan?
I would like to send an email to Flavia Harrisburg.
Okay.
And I would like to route this as ridiculously and convolutedly as possible, that ideally it cannot get traced back to me. If it is possible, I would like, I don't know that this is feasible. No, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Yeah. I just don't want it to get traced back to me.
Okay. This is going to be another intellect roll, I think,
That's fine.
if you are doing a lot of this hacking. I think that compared to what you were doing this earlier, this is a bit easier.
Okay.
I'll say it's a 3.
Okay. Let me just make sure. No, I don't have anything that I can add. I will spend 2 out of my pool to drop it 1, because I really want this to succeed.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you are able to not only route this enough, but route it like in a similar way to how you think Illumina did it to reach her. Like through their servers, then through some access points in High Unicore servers. What would you like your email to say?
I would just like it to say, You should be careful who you're sharing your research information with. That's it.
I wasn't expecting to have this like be an immediate thing. You're like there's like a response to that email. Like this is around lunchtime. There is a response to that email in a matter of minutes, well before the security team gets there. It just says, "Who is this? Can I help you? I haven't been sharing my research with anybody."
I'm not going to respond.
Anybody unapproved, I guess.
I'm
You're
not going to
gonna
respond. Nope. I'm going to let her cook.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No. No. Good shit. Yeah. All right. As you all wait for the security team, Galahad, Inessa Hartfield just got done saying, if she ever decides to fight, Enginesoft has a home for her.
I can make no promises on her behalf, but I'll make sure she knows. Just alarm bells.
She looks at you for a long time after you say this, as if trying to figure out what she is going to say and how she is going to say it. Yes, I'm sure even if you two couldn't fight side by side or anything like that, I know that could get complicated, but she would be an asset, and I do mean this. Looks at you. I said that line about your sister had like this level down of like no frills on it. This one is like another level down in tone.
Just stepping down.
This is only upside for you.
Hasn't it all been? Just like winning smile. Absolutely just over his head. 100%. I mean, I don't think this is her scene. I've tried to get her to fight, but I mean, I can let her know. Y'all are headhunting, I guess.
She had leaned forward to deliver most of this. She leans back. You're good at what you do. Motions for you that you can leave if you so choose.
Yeah. I think Galahad does the very like gives her a bit of a look like he's kind of confused about what all that was about. Doesn't really say a whole lot on it. We'll absolutely get up and head out. Does that very like dude bro like hand on the door. I'll let you know if I see anything else weird at the fight, or should that go to Will?
Let any representative know. I'm sure I will hear about it. Thank you
Understood.
very much for bringing this to our attention.
Yeah.
As for our conversation, I don't want it to get diluted, but you're doing a very good job at this, kid. closes the door.
The second the door is shut, there's just panic. School it. It's fine. Great. Pat the door frame. Turns to the PA, who I assume is still there. I think
Everything go all right?
Yeah. I think we're good to. What time are they? What time are we needed at the place? I think I got a couple of errands I gotta run.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay. Everything should be good for you around 5:30 tonight.
yeah.
It's at 7. I mean, you can get there early.
Yeah.
You normally do. So I don't know. There isn't a problem. Do you have something going on that I can do?
No. Honestly, take the afternoon. I'm gonna be busy with personal stuff today.
Okay. Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'll see you tonight. Go do what you do.
Okay, yeah. And you two take the elevator down together. And
Yeah.
as it dings open, Galahad, I want to remind you that
Yep.
nothing that these three have done has reached you.
Oh no.
You three have been kind of aware what Galahad was trying to do up there. Because what you see is a team of security members sweeping the facility, and two of them start to talk to Orca. Orca, hi, can I have a word with you?
How many?
Genuinely looks taken aback by that answer. We just need to ask some questions.
I'm not allowed to answer questions unless my patron is present.
Looks side to side. You're a program, you're an unlinked AI?
Not unlinked. If you're security, I assume you know there's a tunnel between me and a user in this mall. Information I am
Sorry,
giving you
kid,
because
just-
I cannot answer questions without my patron present.
Okay. Who is your patron? First of all.
Just sort of as gently and kindly lift the cane as possible and point to the guy who's like clearly going delusional.
Yeah, literally like whenever you send something that had like shouting. That guy?
That's
made
the
you?
one.
Okay. And another one goes up to this guy. Hey, I'm so sorry. Can I have a few words with you? And this guy gets picked up and yeah, could you just follow us real quick?
Is my patron going with you?
Of course.
Then of course, I would be happy to.
They lead you outside the engines off tower into a pop-up room that they have materialized on the side to do business in. Hyena, Doctor, and Galahad. As this happens, what's up?
Is our link
Trying to
Galahad back?
reestablish.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to reestablish that
Um,
connection.
No, in fact, the moment you guys stepped inside Hyunicore building, you lost your link with, Engine Soft building. You lost your link with Ember as well as to each other.
Okay.
Mm.
I wanted to be posted up by the elevators so that I could see Galahad.
Yep.
So like,
Mhm.
we can't mentally communicate, but I want to like, as soon as I see you, you see again, no emotions can be done on his face except for laughter, but you can see like one of his ears twitches like a dog,
Yeah.
and you can kind of see he's not looking. He's trying to not look at you, but he's trying to
Mhm.
like signal, I'm over here.
Yeah.
And as soon as he thinks that you have like seen that, I start taking the mall escalator down. Like I'm trying to get to the ground level to get to Orca.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think had y'all not seen Galahad earlier, you might not recognize him. Like he's very much in like casual, like trying not to be recognized. But like we've seen each other earlier. So I think like notice big hyena just like, oh yeah, like the dude bro nod. And just sort of falls into step several dozen paces back, Like we're being chill. I see you. I assume we're dipping. I don't have anything else on my docket to do here, so bet. Let's do this.
So, you guys are making your way out a little bit after Orca gets brought out. Okay. Let's start then with Orca. You are brought into this pop-up room with tons of screens, on the inside, a bunch of people working them. You're able to pretty quickly surmise all scans of the building regarding its security and safety. And the guy bringing you in says, "Yeah, we found the breach. It's a AI, not a spike or any software like that. So, I don't know. Should we ask you things about your software? We've never debugged or like tried to do this with somebody who can talk."
I understand how confused you must be. I will try my best to respond correctly to your inquiries.
Okay. You first, I guess. Looks at the guy. Why is this you're doing? And he's the most scared he has ever looked. Even more than you. And I looks at you, Orca. You. What did you do?
I was just trying to buy a pretzel.
As you three are able to kind of reconjure outside the building. And you all, as you step out here. Okay. Hi. You can all hear me, yeah? Okay.
Loud and clear.
Yep, you're back online.
Cool, awesome. So glad. Galahad, we'll figure out how things went in a minute. Orca is in there. She gave us explicit instructions to not interfere, and that there's some sort of escape mechanism. We're just kind of taking the word on it for now.
I mean, I say trust the virus to do virus things, yeah.
Sure, yeah. Yep, okay. Orca. Why are you being used as an access point? Do you know? Because this guy... Sorry.
You must understand, this is an experimental technology.
That looks at seat, like somebody in a nicer uniform that is to the side of him. Does this? She steps up. Hey, what do you mean your experiment? Who made you? Who made you? Where are you from?
You're looking at them.
They call somebody. Like somebody external, and within a couple seconds, more armed, like more security people
Does the door
show
open?
up. Yes, the door opens.
Okay. In the moment the door is open, I am simply going to I'm going to use an ability called Far Step.
Okay.
And I'm gonna flavor it. It says any point that I can see that is quote unquote unobstructed. The door being open, I would assume, or at least reason that means it's unobstructed to me. Flavor it as Orca deconstitutes, and that is just going to reconstitute outside, elsewhere.
Okay. The moment you start like deconstituting, you see everybody's gazes turn to the guy that you're pinning this all on. What? Like, and just start like screaming at him. You are all out in the open and you see the car nearby. The three of you that aren't Orca say, "Okay, come on, get in. We're getting out. As the car kind of pulls up to this large loop that people are constantly getting in and out of.
I just get in the car, just calmly, and as a cucumber. Yes, a cucumber.
Everybody else following suit?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in the van. I've been in the van. I'm so ready to be out of here.
Galahad is van.
I am the van.
Orca just ruined this man's life.
Like completely.
Fry me.
It's
If engine stop just lets him go, he's gonna have so much just paranoia.
yeah, he's hearing voices in his head for a while. Like Orca still has the connection to him.
Orca,
I want to make
as soon
that
as Orca
clear.
deconstituted, the voices stop.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you are all able to get into your getaway vehicle. And as Nova kind of takes off, Ember turns around from the passenger seat. Holy shit! Nice! Nice, yeah? Galahad, talk to us. What happened up there?
What I mean, I planted the thing. That's what we wanted. Yeah.
You did? You got it?
Yeah.
Nobody saw?
No.
Okay.
It's in Hartfield's office. Is that close enough?
Everything goes silent.
You did what? You did what, kid? You did what?
I planted it in the CEO's office. Is that good enough? Is that have we done the thing? Have I earned my check? Like, are we? That's what we wanted. Yeah, we wanted it up at the top.
Yeah.
Good a place as any.
Yeah, no, that's pretty fucking solid, man.
I mean, it wasn't what I was going for, but it's the opportunity presented itself. So,
Damn.
figure if I'm going down, I might as well make it flashy. Yeah.
You're right. So, any other updates that we should get out on the table? Sorry about the communication interruption. We're more complicating factors in that than we anticipated.
Yes, sorry about that. That might have been me. It took some conversation to get up to the top. There might be some increased security going forward.
Okay.
But the thing should still work, yeah?
Yeah, it's we need the
I mean,
firewall
as far as-
down by the time we try and sneak in tonight. Right?
Well, they found their problem, you know. So maybe
That's true.
maybe they'll cart away whoever that guy was and pin it all on him.
Yeah, I mean, their
That's the-
focus tonight, as far as I know, is going to be on the fight. If I go do my damn job, That might be able to pull enough heat off the actual tower.
It's true. And if you can get back to us soon after your fight, can you cancel all, I don't know what, I don't actually, this is Ember talking. I don't know what you do after fights. Sorry, that's not really my thing. Sorry.
Press after parties. The fight doesn't end until
Can
later.
you
It's a whole thing.
skip that? Can you skip that? Can you skip that? Please. Could you skip that for us?
So here's the thing: is I did skip the last one for you guys, and
So
this
we've
is
set a
about
precedent.
how that. I don't think
Galahad doesn't do press for a couple days. Bad day, you know? Couple bad days.
Galahad has a big zit and isn't doing press. Yeah, we're gonna. I can try. What do you need me for? I got you up there. I thought that was kind of what I'm here for.
You didn't get us up there. You got you up there tonight.
I got your toy up there
What do you think we're using that for?
to get all of you up there. Is that not what's happening?
To get all of you up there. That was part of the deal. You're the ones taking the data.
Seems like something these three could handle pretty well without me.
Could always use some extra help.
Listen, I know that press or whatever is important to you, but like, I just looks over at Nova, who has seemed actually very distracted this whole time. Listen, it's you as well as anybody should understand the fucking gravity of something that can stop Andromeda's gaze, yeah?
Yeah. No, I get it.
You're telling me one night of press. You're the best fucking person. You're the best equipped person in the fucking world to do this. You're telling me one night of press is more important.
I'm telling you that raising suspicions of the people we're trying to steal this fucking data from is probably not the ideal when it's go time. I'm trying to keep us under the goddamn radar. If you want me to cancel my plans,
but
if you want me to put suspicion on my back and then bring that onto you, I mean, my ass is already grass at this point.
I heard you call. What do you mean?
If any of us get caught, I'm getting caught. And I lose all of this.
Yeah. Listen, I understand that it's probably different for somebody who's, high in the life of a celebrity, right? But, I think everybody here gave up kind of something to do this. I'm not saying it's as important as you or whatever, but you've been... I guess I don't understand why tonight is the line you draw. Where you were able to make excuses last night, you're able to make excuses for things this morning, and then tonight, oh, it'll raise suspicion. Tonight, oh, Galahad being gone, it'll put a target on our backs.
Sorry, have you not been here the whole time? Wasn't exactly thrilled about doing it the first or second time. Third time's enemy action. You know that. I'll do it. But I want you to know what you're getting into. As I've said every other time before this. If you think I need to be there, so be it.
Listen. Anything comes for any of you. I mean this. Looks at all four of you. Anything happens. Like, genuinely, a single adverse side effect of doing this. You call me, I get rid of it. You call me, Rose gets rid of it. I take the fall, Rose takes the fall, somebody takes the fall. We'll find a way.
Couldn't we just like body switch you, Galahad?
Yeah, that could work.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe you just, I don't know. Mike gets fucked up, your throat's sore. You just don't feel like talking much, and it's just a face.
I'm sorry, you wanna send somebody to the press conference that looks like me, that isn't me.
You have a PA. I'm sure they could mimic you enough.
I mean, that's some pretty fucking high level deception.
I mean, if you don't mind me and maybe the doctor pulling some strings, shouldn't be that hard. Listen, Galahad, I picked you for this for a reason. I know you are a professional, and I know that you're good at it, at exactly what you do. Maybe even the best at exactly what you do. Maybe better than you want everyone else to know. But what I know is that the job's not done. So let's see it through, get our money, save the world, be done with it.
Yeah, I'll let him know that the press conference can wait. They throw a fit, we'll see about. I don't know. Face swapping seems a little extreme at this point.
I think a body double is a great idea.
You've got the tech to do it.
It can't be that hard.
We can listen. We can't hack EngineSoft security, but we can transfer your creds to somebody else for
Can you?
the time after the fight.
Can you?
Looks at Hyena and the doctor. With a little help.
Getting cert data is not hard. Putting it on someone else, not hard. It's usually takes a little bit more of, kind of looks at the doctor, something a little more personal. That's the hard thing to mimic.
Yeah, that's my only concern is, the 50 some odd live streams.
Listen, you didn't show up to press yesterday. Not everything in your life is public, right? You're probably just having a real bad day and you don't feel like talking. We can even get somebody to say. Galahad will just kind of be here to observe, not look at stuff,
I'll try to get out of it. If it comes to that, it'll come to that. I don't know that I like the idea of anyone wearing my face in a press situation, but I guess if it comes to that, we can figure that out.
I get it. So, I just want to remind everybody, the plan, after these doors close at 9 p.m., after the building shuts down, we transport all of you in. The server room is only 4 floors above the executive suites. Should be open access. Any concerns? Aside from aside from you, number one, Mr. Fighter, any other concerns regarding to the viability of the plan?
I mean, it's probably all going to go to shit the second we get in there, so.
It always does. But listen, if everything always went to plan and we could account for that, we wouldn't need 4 really good people. We could just do it ourselves, right? I'm confident you'll find your way through whatever minor setbacks. Everything has gone well so far, so long as the firewall still isn't up by tonight, I think we've got a decent shot at it. I think we really do. Right. You guys are back at the Illumina HQ as she says this and starts to get out of the car. So, it's about, checks watch, it's maybe 1:30. We have some time until then. I obviously suggest maybe laying low, but I understand that isn't an option for some of us. I'm not going to police what you do, but we'd love to have you around. As she does exit the car, leaving you 4. Ember also exits, so it's actually just you 4.
I think that went swimmingly.
I mean, as bad as well as it could.
Yeah, what were you, just sort of like squinting at Orca? Like, do I want to know what was going down?
I was tying up the last loose end. Haha.
Mm-hmm. That's incredibly threatening.
Yep, it was as threatening as it sounds.
You have no reason to be threatened by that.
This kid, they're gonna be great. They're just gonna do great.
Yeah.
So, what do you think caused security to freak out? Any guesses?
I mean, I had to get up there somewhere, making them all aware of a small security breach last night. Pretty good way to get everybody on the table.
But why did they have to send so many guys to the shopping center? Like, that doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know why the shopping center's involved, aside from the fact that it's all in the same building.
They were going to scan the whole building, and I don't know if you recall, but we set up a pretty foreign object in the building.
But the whole point was to get a foreign object made of things from the building.
Yeah, I mean, and it's there, but it's not where it's supposed to be.
Close enough.
Hopefully not close enough that they notice, but...
Okay.
I mean, hopefully they found enough to satisfy their curiosity.
Well, we'll find out when, that the time comes for us to skedaddle up there.
And if Orca is as vaguely threatening as she is now, I'm sure you sold it well.
I haven't made any threats.
See, it's the way that you say it, that makes it seem, like a lie.
I apologize if my preset vocal timbre is too dishonest for you. I meant to uptick a cheery demeanor. I'm an antivirus software. People need to feel safe.
It's the fact that it's cheery, I think. I don't think those are words that are meant to be cheerful. You're doing great.
It sounds less like a threat and more like a promise. I'm just saying, it sounds
which is also
more like a promise.
Which is also a threat. A threat is just a promise Violence.
Yeah.
I think you masqueraded as a threat pretty well, it seems.
That was the goal.
Mission
We only ruined
accomplished.
one guy's life.
He deserved it.
Oh,
Right.
okay. I mean, I looked up his data. It didn't seem like he deserved his whole life to be ruined. Just the day, but I feel like that's his whole life. But you know what? It's fine. It's not my problem anymore. Got a couple hours. I don't know about the rest of you, but I could use something to eat. Maybe get a drink. Maybe log off if they'll let us. You know.
Should we be so lucky?
I wonder if they'll let me go virus hunting.
You're never off, are you?
I can't leave.
No, I mean you don't stop.
I was built with one purpose. Eliminate viruses and those who peddle them.
Okay. Gotta get you a hobby.
That is my hobby.
Oh.
So you can't leave? We couldn't like put you on a what is like a CD? Put you on a USB? I don't know what they used to put
If you had
things in the
Big enough
physical.
storage device, but that feels a little insulting to have my personality matrix reduced to a piece of plastic.
Well, I'm sure it would be a fancy piece of plastic. I don't. Huh.
Would you like to be put on a CD? I did
I mean,
not
is
think
that-
so.
Is that not kind of what we're doing with our consciousness here?
Ooh, okay, that's philosophy right there. Like, am
Yeah,
I
sorry, that was a little
actually
deep
here?
even for me.
Are we actually here? How are we interacting? I mean, I know how it is, like neurologically speaking. Synapses are being sent instantly, but you know, spiritually, where am I? You know.
Do humans still peddle higher powers?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a thing for a while, probably.
Oh.
I mean, I guess from like a weird like creation standpoint, are we higher powers to you? Because like we could just unplug the thing you live in.
That feels rude.
It does, but it's just you know.
Think of it this way. Someone could probably unplug the thing you live in. To me, you
Yeah.
are merely sidesteppers, horizontal travelers to my domain.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. I get that. I like that. That's a good way of quantifying it, you know?
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go hunt a virus or hunt someone peddling a virus.
Have fun.
Go get him, Tiger.
So Orca leaves to do what they do every hour of every day. Aside from doing this. What's Hyena up to?
Hyena wants a bath or a shower at least, because he's been logged in for at least 24 hours, and like sitting in like my I'm assuming my cyber chair. That's what I'm gonna call it. You know, muscles got to move at some point. So I think he's gonna look for a place where he can log out. I mean, are we allowed to log out? They haven't really they wanted us to stay in for that scan earlier, but is
Yeah.
now.
It seems like Nova giving you guys saying do whatever you want is pretty much giving you the thumbs up. If you go into if you go into the set, like the HQ, there's spaces. You have your room if you want to just take a break, log out.
Yeah, I think that's what. I'll say goodbye to the rest of the crew, unless anyone has anything for me, and then I'm gonna go to my room and actually log out. so I can rest, relax, move my muscles a bit, and maybe start composing an email. I'll write it up.
Okay.
Everybody send
Okay.
emails.
Some emails with my
Bulk
anonymous
email.
account that I can't remember what that service is where you can just send an email for the dummy account, but
10-minute mail.
yeah.
Yeah, they still got that 100%.
People are
That shit
still
lives on
jerks,
forever.
and they still want to send you threatening messages through that, and like, ha ha ha, I got you. I'm like, dude, I don't even check all my email. You can't do this. This is a bad way of threatening someone on the internet now.
Nice. As you type up your email, what is the doctor up to?
Have I gotten any follow-up emails?
From Flavia?
Mm-hmm.
You have. She has sent 4 more that all say, "Who is this?" and threatening various kinds of legal action.
Okay. I'm gonna let her cook for a little bit longer.
Okay.
I would like to go back to my office.
Okay.
I would like to I have experimented in transferring memories. I would like to pull as much on web information as I can from footages of Galahad at press conferences and download it to have on hand so that if I need to transfer it to somebody to pretend to be Galahad, they have reference points.
Noted. Good thing to have on hand. Okay. Yes, 100%. You can do that without any problem whatsoever.
I think that's all I'm gonna do for now.
Okay. Galahad, your day's a little more hectic. You don't have all this free time. You got a couple hours of free time before you need to be in a fight.
Yeah. Probably. I mean, probably very similar to Hyena since my morning was, we'll say, used. Probably will hop out. I should probably walk about, move about as much as I can, wash up to the best of my abilities, before I'm ostensibly stuck in the net for 12 more hours or what have you. Be a little bit of a person, I guess. But I don't think he spends terribly much time logged out, as one might expect. I think like he's probably honestly hangs about the compound, like this building, for a bit. Because he did give his PA the day off. So he's just also gonna kind of take a day. Probably start sowing the seeds of like, hey, I can do the fight. How awful would it be if press was less of a thing tonight? Like, I know it's the end of a season, but like things are whack. Just trying to gauge how much of an issue that's going to be, because we've got a couple of hours before that needs to be sort of announced one way or the other.
If you talk to any like officials, because this EngineSoft sponsors a ton of fighters and they put on a ton of fights. The circuit itself isn't run by EngineSoft; it's a third party. But if you talk to any official, they would be like, yeah, EngineSoft's reps talked to us. We'll be upping security hugely over this next fight, so you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, not the fight that I'm worried about. It's the after the fight.
Right.
So yeah, trying to push that a little bit. I don't want to be, an outright asshole about it.
Right.
But very much like him, really not thrilled about doing a press circuit after the night that happened last night. Is there is there enough other fighters, other folks, PR teams, etc., to cover that?
Okay. Yeah. You definitely kind of put this out there. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, for sure. But eventually you find another fighter. The one you are about to face, Max Mogul, in the next game in your guys' series. You're currently up 3-1. It's a first to 5. What's up, man? Talk to me.
Listen, there was a situation last night. I am not exactly thrilled about the idea of going back on this whole press circuit. Did you have anything weird going on last night, like behind the arena? Anybody weird you see backstage?
Only you. What's up? No.
Yeah,
For real
yeah.
though. For real, folks. There's nobody else in the room when he says for real, folks.
This is just how he is. Yeah.
No, really though. Pretty standard night for me. Nobody. I mean, my press circuit was probably a lot less eventful. Nobody's really, nobody really wants to be like, so why'd you lose, man? Yeah.
I mean, how would you feel about a little bit more attention tonight then?
You're the honorable fighter. I'd expect this from
Can I say?
from Laurent, from whoever, but you freaked out that bad?
Listen, I'm not saying I'll throw it. I'm not letting you get a win. But if you want to take a couple of the fancy outlets, you want a little bit of hot press tonight. There's some things we've got to shore up with the sponsors before I really want to take all that back. And if the fight might not love you, but the camera does.
That it does. Hey, listen.
Hey.
I appreciate it. I do. I'll make it close tonight. I mean, I'm gonna win tonight.
It's
gonna be closer than last night, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Listen, if you ever want a change of pace, I know engine stuff can be a bit weird. Unicorn has more than enough sponsor spots open. I'm sure they take it. I can talk to somebody. Seriously, on my team, I can talk to somebody. I can talk to somebody for you. Really.
Whenever all the spots are open.
All right.
Well,
you have a. I'll see you in a couple hours. How about that?
see you tonight.
As he gets up and walks out. Orca. As you are out fighting any ne'er-do-wells, you are in the middle of just beating the snot out of somebody who is peddling malware. And you get a call from one of the only people you know who would call you.
Orca will land a solid punch, grab the guy by the collar and say, "Please hold," and will answer the call.
Hey, Orca? How's
Hi.
it going, bud?
It's going well. I am fulfilling my primary directive as we speak.
That's nice, bud. Could you come up to the lab sometime soon? Do you have room in your day for that?
How soon?
We just are a bit concerned with your security right now.
Lots of people concerned about security these days. I'll be there in... glances down at his current victim. 20 minutes.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't want to. We, you know. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Orca.
Of course.
Wonderful.
Have a wonderful day.
Well, I'll see you in a little bit. So, I will. But, you know. You finish beating the snot out of this guy and make your way back to Hyunicore campus, specifically the university buildings. You make your way up the stairs through restricted areas that even you probably couldn't hack through, but you're given access regardless. They know you. And as you kind of get into this open hall of all, you know, like those back rooms in universities where like there's just professor office, you get to the one you know incredibly well. And as you stand in the doorway, Dr. Harrisburg stands up. Orca.
Doctor?
It's so nice to see you again. We might need to have a talk soon. That's where we're going to end your scene, Orca. Galahad.
Yeah.
You receive a message.
Great.
Heavily encrypted right as this is happening.
Oh god, okay.
Dear Sir Galahad, we would like to inform you, we know of your slip-up. We saw your code when you were at EngineSoft today. We know you are a cheater. We know you are not Galahad. We will keep it under wraps, but expect us to be in touch. Signed, Voltunjan.
Harp, have I heard this name before?
I don't believe so.
What time is this? What are we? Is this
This is 1 hour before your fight. You have started
Cool.
tech and all that.
oh, so I'm yeah,
sure.
okay. Shit.
You are in it.
I'm in the sauce. Unfortunately. I think there is a also heavily encrypted, more heavily encrypted than it needs to be, message sent to Nova.
Okay.
That is just that message forwarded with the appended, we have a problem.
You get a message back. All it says is, fuck, be there soon. Where we're going to end this is, Orca, you are standing across this person who hasn't sat down yet. Orca, we might need to take you offline for a couple days. And that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Don't do that. Don't threaten after I said, oh, we could unplug you, and then actually threaten to unplug.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Harp heard your notes.
Oh, great
Harp
idea.
said I'm taking that under advisement, actually.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, thank you everybody for sticking around with us for this third episode of Project Reach Extraction. I'm gonna go around the table, and while we're all in a good mood, I will all, say our little things about ourselves, and we'll do the reverse square of what we did last time. So we go Kian, Logan, JT,
Skip me.
Kit. Oh yeah, okay, Kit. The skip JT, then Kit, then me, then JT.
That got so much more complicated.
You go first. That's all that you need.
Kian, what's up?
Hi, everybody. My name is Kian. My pronouns are they, he. You can find me on the interwebs at uptight_chiffon. Tonight, I've been the doctor. I hang out here a lot. I am obviously here every other Thursday for Project Reach Extraction. Currently, every Friday, I am here for our Thirsty Sword Lesbians actual play, Tales, Lust and Dust, Tales from the Thirsty Wastes. Every other Tuesday, I am here for They Call Us Villains, our Horror Masks AP, and I also have a campaign coming up. We'll be running an Invisible Sun actual play starting in April or May, sometime around then. I am over on High Shelf Collective for Beacons, which is starting back up next week, and I'm super excited about that. Alternating next week, maybe? Yeah, I think so, next week. Alternating from that, I am over on Lost Caravan for Nova. Campaign 2 starts. Super stoked. Can't wait. Every other Saturday, I'm also on Lost Caravan for our Fabula Ultima campaign, Just a Little Lad. I have a girlfriend and a boyfriend now, and I'm really excited about it. One of them is a murderer who lives in my head. The other one's a dragon. It's going great right now. I have a couple other projects coming up that I can't quite talk about yet, but feel free to follow me on social media. That's where you'll hear about it first. That's me.
I think it means it's my turn now. Hi, everyone. My name is Logan, also known as Logan the GM. That's where you can find me on most social medias. You can find me here every other Thursday playing Hyena, doing my fun little mischief games. You can also find me on, well, Pocketmatic Unlimited, an all POC tabletop collective. We just finished Black History Month. I mean, we didn't dictate that. That'd be wild. But that's ending. So we had a bunch of games for that. Go ahead and check out our streams. I think most of the VODs are still up on Twitch, and will be slowly moved on over to YouTube. Outside of that, you can also catch me on Girl by Moonlight, where I play Wolfsbane, your resident twink pretty boy. That is also Vegeta. So that's my quick and dirty summary of him. He has fire powers in a semi-sentient bike, so that's cool. And outside of that, this coming Wednesday, you can catch me. I can't. Oh shoot. Just the Humans putting it on, so I can't remember what exactly Twitch channel it is. But we are raising money for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund, where I'll be playing in a Kids on Bikes game. I'm going to be playing the trope of the plastic pretty perfect one. I'm gonna be a brat. I'm so pretty, everyone love me. I'm gonna be like the plastics, except one person and no one else can join my group because I am the only pretty one. That's about where you can find me. So I will pass it on over to Kit.
Beans, that's me. Hi. I'm Kit. You can find me most places on the internet at Kit Roll. I'm all over the place lately, let's be real. A moment for the baby. I don't know where the baby is in relation to me.
I'm also, this is Riff Raff. He's been hanging out with me the whole game, so I'm sorry. He just
never apologize for Riff Raff.
Riff Raff, say some words to the people.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I didn't do anything. That was just him.
Yes. Excellent.
Attaboy,
incredible
Riff Raff.
content. I can't beat that. I can't beat Riff Raff.
I'm sorry. He's just so perfect. I love him.
Such a good point. How do I follow that? I guess games are happening. Saturday over on Sword and Key. Check out our fancy little brunch stream. We're playing some Eldritch Automata with the creator of the game. This is the second part of a two-parter, so if you haven't seen the first part, go do that. It's a great game. There's mechs, and I'm playing essentially if Milo Thatch was like kind of an asshole a little bit. So like that's the vibe. It's a great game. The cast is incredible. So check that out. I believe we're going live at like noon central-ish. And then on, oh man, like Kian said, on Saturdays, check out Lost Caravan, Fatal Ascension, our Fabulous Ultimate campaign, where I'm the AI in that one. So we're all just little guys. We're doing great things. There's dragons, there's girlfriends and boyfriends, and it's great. And everyone's having a good time, and nobody's committing war crimes. Every other Wednesday, also, as previously mentioned, Beacons of Farlight, over on High Shelf Collective. Yet another AI. Don't worry about it. That's a delightful little game. We're coming back from a little bit of a hiatus there. It'll be a good time. It'll be a great time. And then, of course, also, y'all have been doing my job for me. I appreciate it so much. If you like magical girls, queer narratives, stories of hope amongst defeat, you can catch Bloom and Blight everywhere you get your podcast. If it's not there, let me know. I will put it there. That is a threat and a promise. If you want to see episode announcements, clips, things like that, find us on basically all of the socials at this point at Bloom and Blight, all spelled out. And if you want cast and character information, transcripts of all of the episodes, information on the setting, a link to our shiny new community Discord for the podcast network, Dareful Archives, you can check out bloomandblight.com. It is awesome. The community is super cool. We're on a little bit of a finishing up our little like holiday mid-season hiatus, but we will be coming back strong soon. So check that out. I think that's all I got for now. Yeah, but peep the socials, and I will probably post things that I have forgotten now. So.
Oh yeah, thank you, Kit. I'm Harper. I'm Harp. Hi. You can find me everywhere at Harping Harp. That includes mostly Twitter and YouTube. I just finished an 80-page script for my new video essay. I don't know how long that'll take to edit. Probably a while, but just if you hit subscribe, it'll show up sometime. And that's a promise. Let's see what else. Every other Tuesday, I'm here to do They Call Us Villains, or Horror Masks campaign, DM'd by JD. You've heard enough about Beacons of Farlight. I'm not going to say anything about that. I also make music. If you want to commission a theme song or something from me, I'm not great at everything, but I can do some things. If you think I'm good at what you want, you can talk to me. I love talking to people. Mostly. I generally love talking to most people. Let's see. Is there anything else? Oh yeah, Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. I am going to be on High Shelf Collective doing a presentation, a little talk about silent protagonists and the topic of immersion and empathy. This is also what my hour-and-a-half long video essay is going to be about. So if you want the cliff notes, if you want a quick 15-minute version of it to whet your palate for later, I'm going to be doing that on Tuesday. So yeah, just look out for it. That's it. JT, take us away.
I'm gonna take it away. Hi, I'm JT. I'm Weebjeet all over the internet. My pronouns are they, them. Let's start. Where can you find me? That's not here. Next Tuesday, High Shelf Collective, Off the Shelf. Sometime after Harp does their presentation, I will be doing my presentation. A heavily opinionated assessment of how we as TTRPG players view art and how that might impact our interaction and interface with a collaborative storytelling medium. Because storytelling is art. What we do, for all intents and purposes, is art. So I will be presenting my thoughts on what makes art and what makes that, how we interface with it. Other than that, you can find me also on Lost Caravan next Wednesday playing Nova. I will be playing Caldwell, my borderline sociopathic little scientist chemist lad. And then I will be running Beacons of Farlight. It's a gross punk Warhammer-esque post-apocalyptic world where things are kind of fucked up. And they're just trying to get home this season, this arc. They're a wee bit lost. Other than that, Entropy Emporium is where I am spending an increasing amount of my time because people just keep coming to me with cool ass ideas, and I keep saying yes because I am nothing if not an enabler. First and foremost, next Monday, the 11th, we are kicking off our Anomaly Games segment. It is a segment where I will be playing video games with a whole swath of people from TTRPG space, plus some stragglers, that being my brother who does all the back-end stuff on our Discord and our promos. So shout out to my brother for being awesome and helping me with all of this. Tuesdays is Tikov bi-weekly. They're off next week. Thursdays, Project Duke Extraction, also off next week because we're bi-weekly here. Lust and Dust, tomorrow, Fridays typically. They're taking a break on the 15th. But Lust and Dust, their Mad Max style Thirsty Sword Lesbians game. Very fun. I've seen a lot of feral stuff about it. And then Saturdays, this Saturday, is the finale of our Traveling Home, our Ghibli-esque TTRPG game, where we're doing just a little bit of a Howl's Moving Castle, sort of. We also have Invisible Suns coming up, being run by Kian. And then we have a casting call open for a 5e campaign. It is going to be our first official, and I emphasize official here because of Tikov, ongoing campaign, wherein they will be playing in a game called The Weird Wilds War. You can find all that and more on our Discord. And as always, raising money for charity. That's probably never going away. Get used to that bar because it's here to stay. Because bad things are happening and this is how we can help. We are going to raid over to the Lost Caravan, who is in the midst of their charity week this week, the Wild Week, set up by Heck, who has designed every overlay for Entropy Emporium. Shout out to Heck, by the way. They're doing a sort of wild animal-themed week over there. They're raising money for an animal-centric charity and the PCRF. Big fun, big good times. We're going to raid over that. As always, do good things, be good people, tell good stories together, have fun, love each other, and we will see you all in a couple weeks. Bye!